morning, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be trying to clean up the frame of the C10. You saw in the last video I got the cab removed, so everything is removed off of it, and I just need to get the frame cleaned up. I might take it to the car wash to clean it up, load it up on a trailer, take it to the car wash and clean it up, or I may try to pressure wash it at the shop. I'm not sure. I said it before that we don't have actual running water at the shop. We do have water that's in barrels that I can plug up to the pressure washer, but we'll just see. I'm heading up to the shop right now, and I'll look around the frame and see exactly how bad it is and if it's worth my efforts in getting it to the car wash. All right, I'll come back to the video once I get up to the shop. Okay, so I used the scraper right there and I scraped a lot of this stuff off, and the front part is real greasy. Obviously for the engine being up here, and the back part has some surface rust. So what I'm planning to do is I have my blower. I'm gonna blow some of the dirt and debris that I just scraped up off, and I'm gonna mix this simple green, or actually Zep all-purpose cleaner, and Dawn dish soap. I'm gonna mix that together in a spray bottle, and I'm gonna spray the whole frame down and let it sit and see if that actually helps a little bit. So all right, let me go ahead and I'll set up the time lapse for this, but let me go ahead and get this started. All right, so I got the frame loaded up to get ready to take it down to the car wash. And before I leave, I'm gonna have to go home to get another ball, because this ball here is a 2-inch ball, and the trailer needs at least a 3-inch ball. It was good enough for me to bring it up the hill, but I don't trust it with driving to the car wash. So okay, so I got the frame here at the car wash and getting ready to hose it down. Came out pretty good. There's still some areas I'm gonna have to still get, but I have to sand it down, so I'm not gonna be too particular about it. So once I sand it down, I may bring it back and finish pressure washing it again. So, but overall it came out pretty good. Scrape. All right, got the frame pushed back into position. You can see, kind of cleaned up pretty good. I still got a lot of work to do. So but fortunate for me, most of the grease and grime is off. I can get to wire wheeling and getting a little bit more of the grease off right here, but get the wire wheel out and clean it up a little bit before I actually paint it. So more work continues on the frame, I guess. All right, so what I'm doing now is stripping the frame, taking all these hoses and stuff out. A few hoses, brake lines, all of this stuff. Planning on taking it out so I can really get down in and clean up the frame real good. I'm not gonna time lapse this, I'm just gonna do it. And once I get everything off, then I can probably go ahead and start sanding the frame down and cleaning it up. Okay, so all the brake lines and fuel lines and stuff is off now. I didn't bend anything or cut anything because some of these unions still may be good. It still had really good brake fluid flowing out of it, and that means that the lines were good and they're not rusted on the insides. So I'm still planning to keep some of these, even though I'm going to replace it with all new brake lines. There may be a fitting here or there or something that I may need, so I'm going to keep all of this in one location. I also got the parking brake cable off. That's the part that goes into the cab. This part here, I'm gonna have to take the wheels off the back in order to get the cable out of there to pull it out. And then this rod over here, you can't take it out of the frame and you can't take it out of the cable right there. So I'm just probably gonna cut it, and when I have to, just weld it back when I go to put it back in there. So all right, well, let me finish stripping everything off. I have to get rid of these old transmission mounts. I don't know why these was here. I've been looking at other C10 frames and I haven't been seeing them, because that's the transmission mount right there. So I'm not sure why that one was there, but I'm gonna go ahead and grind off the bolts and see if I can get this one out. All right, work continues, and now that I got all those brake cables out, I can have access to the frame to make it easier to clean. Also, I know I just washed it and everything, but still gonna have to go over it one more time before I paint it. All right, back to it. All right, so I got those old, I'm guessing, transmission brackets removed. I had to grind off 3 bolts, and well, there are 3 like rivets that was in there. Had to grind off 3 of those, and it was 2 bolts. So 3 on each side, 1 bolt on each side. All right, so next, my goal, if this video seems like it's all over the place, but my goal is to clean this frame up and get it to the point to where the majority of the work can be done inside of the shop. So I want to get this thing out of the weather and inside of the shop, just in case it rains, I can still be working on it. So that's what I'm planning to do. So let me just look around. I see some other brackets and stuff I need to cut off. So let me just go ahead and cut off everything that needs to be cut off while I'm out here. And then we can, I guess, soak it down again with some cleaning stuff and wash it off. Okay, so I'm still scraping all this grease and stuff off. Grease and dirt, pretty much. And what I realized is I was thinking that this one video was just going to be me cleaning it and painting it, but that's can't happen, obviously. Even the wire wheeling is going to have to be most likely another video, because what I can't do is, in order to paint the frame, I need to take the wheels, the rear end, springs, trailing arms, control arms, all of that stuff off before I can actually get to painting the frame. So I don't want to make it movable, or I don't want to make it non-movable outside of the shop. So I'm just going to get as much as I can cleaned off out here. Then I'm going to push it back in the shop and actually start taking apart everything else so that I can really get to the frame. So not sure how long this video is so far, but I'm going to put a little bit more information, or put a little bit more stuff in this video before I close it out, but the goal right now is just to get as much cleaned up as I can and get it pushed in the shop. All right, so let me get back to it. All right, so I just did some quick wire wheeling, and as you can see, it cleaned up really good. So, and this is just me doing a quick job. So I have no doubt that this frame would turn out pretty good if I continue. So, but what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna continue wire wheeling it. I was gonna spray off the areas that I just cleaned, but I might as well go ahead and wire wheel everything and then take it to one final spray at the car wash. I think that's my best bet. That way I'll knock out a lot of work and not have to sit back and just keep waiting on it. All right, so there's no reason for me to be wire wheeling out here. I think I can go ahead and take the frame, push it back in the shop, and wire wheel it out inside of there. All right, so I got the frame pushed in the shop. I don't think it'd be any. I don't think there should be a reason why I need to take it back outside other than to pressure wash it. But my grinder that I'm using goes through batteries really fast. So pushing in the shop will give me a chance to use the grinder that we have that plugs up. And that way I don't have to worry about going through so many batteries. But all right, so I'm gonna see where we're at with time frame in this video. And if it's kind of long, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. If not, I'll continue wire welding the front. All right, so I continued to wire weld. I was getting some really good results, so I just kept going. You see how the gearbox turned out. Everything else, I only did one side of the frame or half of it, but you can see the big difference. And you can see where I stopped. But yeah, the wire weld is giving really good results. So, gotta say that I'm surprised that it came out this good. This frame is in really good condition. No bends, no cuts that doesn't supposed to be there or anything. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I have more wire welding to do. The goal is just to finish wire welding as much as I can, then disassemble, get the little bit of the what's left over that I couldn't get while it was on the frame, and go from there. All right, thanks for watching. As you see, I tried to clean up the frame, took it to the car wash, degreased it, did all of that stuff to try to get all the grease and stuff off of it. And what I'm doing, what you just saw me finish doing, I'm filthy dirty. But I've been taking a wire wheel to the frame, and as you see, the wire wheel is actually doing a really good job. So I'm going to continue on with the wire wheel. I have to disassemble everything, but I'm not going to disassemble everything because I still need to roll it in and out. But once I get the majority of the wire wheeling done, I'll bring it into the shop, start taking the control arms, rear, and all that stuff out of it, so it's just a bare frame. And then I'll finish up the little wire wheeling that's left, prime the frame, and paint it. Thanks for watching. Again, click on that subscribe button. If you haven't, click that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.